Quetzaltenango Department. Quetzaltenango is a department in the western highlands of Guatemala. The capital is the city of Quetzaltenango, the second largest city in Guatemala. The department is divided up into 24 municipalities. The inhabitants include Spanish-speaking Ladinos and the K'iche and Mam Maya groups, both with their own Maya language. The department consists of mountainous terrain, with its principal river being the Samalá River. The department is seismically active, suffering from both earthquakes and volcanic activity. Prior to the Spanish conquest, the territory included in the modern department formed a part of the K'iche kingdom of K'iche and Mam. The kingdom was defeated by the Spanish under Pedro de Alvarado in a number of decisive battles fought near the city of Quetzaltenango, then known as Xelaju. In the 19th century, the territory of the modern department was included in the short-lived Central American state of Los Altos. The department was created by decree in 1845, 5 years after the fledgling state was crushed by Rafael Carrera. The department has wide variations in local climate, due largely to marked differences in altitude in different areas. The year is divided into wet and dry seasons, with the wet season lasting from July to September and the dry season running from December to February. The wide climatic variation in the department allows for the production of a variety of agricultural products, including temperate fruits, vegetables and cereals in the highlands, as well as coffee on the lower slopes. Quetzaltenango Department has produced a number of high-profile Guatemalans, including several presidents as well as a number of musicians. Name: the department takes its name from the city of Quetzaltenango, which serves as the departmental capital. Although the original K'iche inhabitants knew the city by the name Xelaju, and Nahuatl-speaking allies of the Spanish conquistadors named it Quetzaltenango in their own language, meaning land of the Quetzal birds. Early history. The territory that came to be included within the modern department of Quetzaltenango was the scene of several decisive battles in February 1524 between Spanish conquistador Pedro de Alvarado and the K'iche kingdom of K'iche and Mam. Pedro de Alvarado had initially advanced with his army along the Pacific coast without opposition until they reached the Samalá River. This region formed a part of the K'iche kingdom. Alvarado then turned to head upriver into the Sierra Madre Mountains towards the K'iche heartlands, crossing the pass into the fertile valley of Quetzaltenango. On 12 February 1524, Alvarado's Mexican allies were ambushed in the pass and driven back by the K'iche warriors, but the Spanish cavalry charge that followed was a shock for the K'iche, who had never seen horses before. The cavalry scattered the K'iche, and the army crossed to the city of Xelaju, modern Quetzaltenango, to find it deserted by its inhabitants. Although the common view is that the K'iche prince K'iche and Mam died in the later battle near Ollantepec, the Spanish accounts are clear that at least one and possibly two of the lords of K'iche and Mam died in the first battles upon the initial approach to Quetzaltenango. The death of K'iche and Mam is said to have taken place in the Battle of El Penor, and local tradition as his death taking place upon the Llanos de Urbina plains of Urbina, upon the approach to Quetzaltenango near the modern village of Cantal. Pedro de Alvarado, in his third letter to Hernán Cortés, describes the death of one of the four lords of K'iche and Mam upon the approach to Quetzaltenango. The letter was dated 11 April 1524 and was written during his stay at K'iche and Mam. Almost a week later, on 18 February 1524, a K'iche army confronted the Spanish army in the Quetzaltenango Valley, where they were comprehensively defeated, with many K'iche nobles among the dead. Such were the numbers of K'iche dead that Ollantepec was given the new name Xequical, roughly meaning bathed in blood. This battle exhausted the K'iche militarily, and they asked for peace and offered tribute, inviting Pedro de Alvarado into the capital K'iche and Mam. On 2 February 1838, Quetzaltenango joined together with Huehuetenango, El Quiche, Ritalhula, San Marcos, Sololá, Xochitl-Pequez, and Totonicapán to form the short-lived Central American state of Los Altos, with the city of Quetzaltenango functioning as its capital. The state was crushed in 1840 by General Rafael Carrera Tercios, at that time between periods in office as Guatemalan president. Departmental history. Quetzaltenango was declared a department by decree of the Assembly National Constituent on 16 September 1845. In 1902, Quetzaltenango suffered a number of serious earthquakes. An earthquake struck on 18 April 1902, with its epicenter within the Santa Maria volcano. This was followed by a major eruption of the volcano from 24 to 26 October of the same year. The volcano emitted a massive column of ash, provoking a fierce lightning storm. The explosions emitted by the volcano were audible up to 160 kilometers away. The government of Manuel Estrada Cabra initially denied that the eruption had taken place in Guatemala, instead claiming that it had occurred in neighboring Mexico. Although the eruption caused great loss of life in western Guatemala, the Guatemalan government downplayed its severity. The activity of the volcano continued until 1906, followed by a period of calm that lasted until 1922. A new series of eruptions took place from 1922 through to 1929 and formed a new side crater, the Sanchiquito volcano. On the night of 11 November 1929, a lava flow descended from the volcano towards El Palmar, killing hundreds of people, setting fire to a number of mountainsides and burying coffee plantations under several meters of lava. Geography. The department of Quetzaltenango is situated in the western highlands of Guatemala and covers an area of approximately 1951 km², approximately 1.8% of the total area of the Republic of Guatemala. The department is bordered on the west by the department of San Marcos, by the departments of Retal, Xelaju and Suchet Pequas to the south, by Quetzaltenango Department to the north, and by the departments of Totonicapán and Samalá to the east. The department is mountainous in nature and includes a wide range of altitudes from 350 meters in Guinova to 2,800 meters in Spiller. The average altitude is 2,333 meters above mean sea level. The principal mountains include the volcanoes Cerro Quemodo, Chicabal, Lacandon, Santa Maria, San Chiquito, Santo Tomás, also known as Pickle, and Siete Orges, as well as Zeno Peak, often erroneously referred to as a volcano. Cerro Quemodo produces a number of thermal springs, several of which have been converted into baths. The area covered by the department is seismically active, with earthquakes measuring from 4.5 to 5.2 on the Richter scale. The broken terrain of the department includes a number of wide valleys, including those occupied by the city of Quetzaltenango and the towns of San Juan Ostancalco and Concepcion Chiquirichapa. The varied terrain of the department also includes plains, canyons, and high cliffs. The most important river in the department is the Samalá River, flowing through the municipalities of Cantal, El Palmar, San Carlos Seja, Quetzaltenango, San Juan Ostancalco, and Zuno. The river flows into Quetzaltenango Department from the neighboring department of Totonicapán and flows southwards into the department of Retal Xelaju. Other notable rivers in the department include the Chimala River in the municipality of Xelaju, the El Naranjo River in the municipality of San Carlos Seja, and the Los Palomas and Socal Rivers in the municipality of Concepcion Chiquirichapa. Volcanoes. Name height Cerro Quemodo 3,197 meters, Chicabal Lacandon Santa Maria 3,772 meters, San Chiquito 2,500 meters, Santo Tomás Pickle 3,505 meters, Siete Orges 3,370 m. Other notable peaks. Name height Unal 3,542 m. Climate. The average temperature in the department of Quetzaltenango varies between, however there is wide variation due to the great difference in altitude in various parts of the department. On the lower Pacific slopes the temperature can reach as high as 35 C, while temperatures as low as -7 Celsius have been recorded at higher altitudes. Average annual rainfall is 2,000 millimeters in the municipality of Almalonga, and parts of the department at higher altitudes experience frost in the months from November through to March. The municipality of Canto receives an average annual rainfall that varies between. In Huroton it varies between. The year is divided into wet and dry seasons, with most rain falling in July and September. The driest months of the year are December through to February. The department falls within two principal biomes classified as subtropical moist forest and tropical and subtropical coniferous forest. The former is a lower altitude zone characterized by corozo palms and canacast and Trilobum cyclocarpum. The latter is higher altitude featuring pine, cypress and sycamore. Population. In 2018 the department was recorded as having 799,101 inhabitants. The inhabitants are divided between three principal ethnicities: Ladino, K'iche, Maya and Mam Maya. 3 languages are spoken in the department, broadly corresponding to the ethnic groups: Spanish, K'iche and Mam. In 2004, 40.4% of the population was listed as non-indigenous, i.e. Ladino, and 59.6% as indigenous, mainly K'iche and Mam. In 1999, average life expectancy was calculated as 63.7 years. In the same year, 63.7% of dwellings had electricity, 70.1% had drinking water, and 92.5% had sanitation. Each municipality is known for its different traditional indigenous dress, with the exceptions of Coatepec, Colomba, Flores, Costa Cuca and San Carlos Sija, where traditional clothing is not worn by the indigenous inhabitants. These trades are manufactured by the local inhabitants themselves. Economy and agriculture. The wide climatic variation within the department resulting from differences in altitude gives rise to a diverse range of agricultural products. These include apples, beetroot, cabbages, carrots, high-quality coffee, common beans, maize, onions, peaches, plums, potatoes, radishes, turnips and wheat. Almolonga is the main producer of vegetables, both for the national market and for export, principally to Mexico and countries in Central America. Sacajawea is known for its production of a fruit liquor called caldo de frutas root wine. Other products of the department include woolen textiles, cotton, silk, ceramics, alcoholic beverages and flour. Poorer high-altitude areas of the department experience seasonal migration of workers to the Pacific lowlands in order to work on coffee, sugarcane and cotton plantations. Municipality principal agricultural products. Non-agricultural products: Almolonga vegetables, maize, common bean, pigs, sheep, cattle, textiles, Capricorn vegetables, maize, common bean, broad bean, apples, wheat, limestone, Quechua maize, common bean, broad bean, wheat, pigs, textiles, bricks, pipes, pots, basins, shoes, ironwork, carpentry. Cantal maize, cabbage, onions, vegetables, textiles, Coatepec horses, cattle, coffee, maize, rice, sugarcane, cotton. Minimal non-agricultural production: Colomba coffee, cardamom, macadamia nuts, bananas, cattle, sandals, Concepcion, Chihuahua, Palma, Flores, Costa Cuca, Nova Huaton, La Esperanza, Ollantaytambo, Palestina de Los Altos, Quetzaltenango, Salcajá, San Carlos Sija, San Francisco, La Union, San Juan, Austin, Calco, San Martin, Zacatepec. Maize, potatoes, vegetables, textiles, bricks, bread, San Mateo, potatoes, cauliflower, cabbage, carrots, cattle, bricks, textiles, kitchen griddles, San Miguel, Segula, maize, oats, wheat, potatoes, broad beans, peaches, textiles, bricks, tiles, Sibylle, maize, potatoes, wheat, oats, barley, pigs, bricks, carpentry, metalwork, bread, seasonal vegetables, poultry, cattle, pigs, textiles, bread, metalwork. Tourism. Quetzaltenango City is the main tourist hub for the department and is a center for cultural tourism. Most hotels are located in Quetzaltenango City and Coatepec, with 495 registered hotels in 2006. Quetzaltenango City is also a center for tourists studying Spanish as a second language, with 35 Spanish schools in 2006. Tourist attractions outside Quetzaltenango City include the thermal baths located around the Cerro Quemoto volcano, including the thermal baths of Almolonga, Aguas Amargas, Bitter Waters and Fuentes Georginas, which has become a tourist attraction of some importance. Archaeological sites. In 2010, seasonal rains uncovered the small K'iche archaeological site of Trojolum in the municipality of Cantal. It has been tentatively dated to the post-classic period c. 950–1521 AD. Cerro Queque is another small site on a hilltop in Cantal municipality, dated to the early post-classic period c. 950–1200 AD. Political structure. The departmental government is headed by the governor of Quetzaltenango, who is appointed directly by the President of Guatemala. Dorotilio Correa Lopez was appointed as departmental governor in February 2012 by President Otto Pérez Molina. Notable people: former presidents of Guatemala Manuel Estrada Cabrera and Jacobo Arbenz Guzmán were from the department of Quetzaltenango. Manuel Estrada was born in the city of Quetzaltenango on 21 November 1857. Jacobo Arbenz was born in the same city on 14 September 1913. Quetzaltenango Department also produced the musicians Jesus Castillo, writer of the Crochet-Winnock opera, and his brother Ricardo Castillo, as well as the classical musician Mariano Valverde. Another notable musician was Francisco Paco Pérez, who wrote the Luna de Xelaju waltz. Guatemalan historian Adrián Yacuts Chavez, who produced the Spanish translation of the Popol Vuh, was also from the department.